What's up everyone, Coach Laxbo here. Today, we've got another awesome product to demo. Shout out to Aceletiqs. While this is not a sponsored video, they did send this to me for free, so I want to check it out. It is a folding lacrosse goal, something that's perfect for the backyard. I've never used one of these before, so we're gonna set it up, see what it's like, and see if we like it or not. I must say, so far so good. I mean, I feel like that's decent metal. It's not the thinnest that I've seen. I mean, it's not crazy strong, but that's a good start. All right, so let's see if we can see this. So the corner instructions show you need to get a bolt in the first spot, and then the cotter pin goes in the second spot. I guess that's how you fold it. I guess you just kind of put a bungee around. I'm gonna put a few extra here in the corner because, you know, I sting them. All right, so here it is, put all together. I mean, it says an 8-minute setup time in the brochure, but I would say it took longer than 8 minutes. In fact, the camera stopped recording because it took us quite some time to put it all together. But that's neither here nor there. I will say, I mean, it kind of looks like a lacrosse goal, right? It's kind of neat, actually, with the two-tone going on with the orange and the black. I kind of actually like that. But I will say there were some spots on here where you did see some chipped off paint, probably because the poles were hitting each other inside the packaging or whatever. I mean, it's not a huge deal because it's a lacrosse goal. I hope to use it a lot, and I hope to hit pipes and score goals, and yeah, it's gonna get messed up a little more. The other part that was a little tricky was definitely these bungees. You're supposed to space them out every 4 to 5 inches, and I tried to do that a little bit, but also kind of getting that nice taunt net feel. There is a gap here down at the bottom that I'll probably have to fix later. At first I thought I wasn't gonna use all the bungees, and now I'm kind of like, I could probably use a few more bungees, only a handful more. And you know, then you can kind of adjust the net to your liking. It will be interesting to see what happens when I do shoot at this goal. For most of the bungees, I did use kind of that last thread, that last cord at the very end of the net to bungee it together. When I got down to the bottom, I realized that I had a lot of extra net that I didn't want so much float. So I did gather, you know, 4 or 5 holes up and then bungee it down. But other than that, you can keep playing with it and figure it out. But I mean, it looks like a goal. I would say, at least starting off, the 90 degree, that's always the challenge with these goals. The 90 degree looks pretty darn good. I'm pretty impressed with that. Let's turn it sideways so you can see. That's always one of the challenges, is making sure it's a true 90 degree angle. And it may not be perfect, but it's pretty darn good. Portability, well, I guess we're testing that right now. I can pick it up by the net, kind of move it around. I can pick it up by the goal, do the traditional goal slide. It's bouncing, it's shaking, but it's holding together and not making bacon. Sorry, that was weird. I think it's there, so now it's time for the next test. How well does it fold? Is it truly a semi-portable goal? Let's see. All right, the moment of truth. What happens when you remove this pin? Hopefully I'll be able to get it back in. One pin's undone. Second pin, undone. It worked. If in that you're done, you want to put this away, you now have a pretty flat goal. Now this is probably not going to fit in your car, unless you got a truck. Fit in the bed of your truck. It's a 6 foot wide there, so that should fit in your truck. But yeah, it makes it collapsible. So when you're not using it, we can store it in the garage or random small skinny places. I mean, that's about that wide. I don't know what that is, 4 inches? 4 inches wide, 5 inches wide when it's shrunk. That's pretty cool. But now the real test. Let's put it up, let's rip some shots. Minor challenge here. When I did fold it up, the bottom bungee got stuck on the net. So pay attention to that. Before we start shooting, we got to put the backstop up. You may remember this from the last video, Aceletiqs, their backstop, pretty good product. Check out the link in the description below. All right. All right, here we go. Test shot number 1. Didn't break. Didn't break. Great news. Let's rip a few more. There's our first pipe hit. It withstood it. Whew. So that's a bit of a workout. So you did see there's a little bit of a twist going on with this goal. So it is a little lightweight. That's going to happen. It did actually come with stakes that I could stake it down. So that way this doesn't happen. Let's get a few pipes. Let's see what popping corners really looks like. All right, so there we go. It's pretty much as advertised. It folds, it's lightweight, so it's easy to move, but it's also kind of easy to move when you're ripping shots. But it does what it's supposed to do. The net hasn't ripped, 20, 30 shots, of course, over time. Do I expect this net to hold up forever? No, but it does the job. It gives you an option to shoot on a 6x6 at home with reasonable dimensions, reasonable ease to set up. Now, setting it up is really not gonna be a problem if I fold it, or I could leave it up for a little while. The choice is mine, but there we go. Shout out to Aceletiqs. Check out the link down below. You can get yourself one of these, and yeah, don't forget the little things.